Well, good morning, West Ham fans. Happy bin day. Let's do something we haven't done for about 2 months. Let's talk about some rumours. Well, happy bin day to one and all. Well, if it is bin day in your neighbourhood, happy bin day. If not, it's bin day in the Bun household. Anyway, so hope your day's going well. It's obviously just started in the UK, but it's hump day. And I've been itching for some rumours. Itching. I've got a whole list. I'm going to probably do one maybe next week with international break. I might do a what's it called? Like a Rusty Rumour Roundup. I might do a one-off special. We've got some very interesting guests hopefully coming up as well in the next couple of weeks. So keep an eye on the channel. That's for sure. But I thought we'll just a little morning with your cornflakes, a little bit of rumours. We've got a massive rebuild job in the summer, regardless of who's in the dugout. It's going to be spearheaded by Tim, hopefully. As you know, Michael Edwards has been appointed CEO director of football CEO for Liverpool. There is an outside chance that one of his first jobs is to recruit a sporting director who then will be tasked with finding, alongside Michael, the next Liverpool manager. However, I think that's more like the Mark Noble role at the moment in the club. And obviously, Tim is very much like the Michael Edwards role. So I wouldn't imagine you'll see him. Hopefully not. Anyway, regardless of that, let's talk about some rumours. Let's talk about the one that Tim wants. The one that Tim wants. Ooh, honey. He's the one that Tim wants. Ooh, is this man. Tosin. Tosin. I can't call him. He's got a very long name, which I will have to learn to pronounce, obviously, if we do sign him. He's a guy I've been linked with quite a lot, actually, over the last couple of transfer windows for sure. But he's apparently, according to reports, might get as a T-shirt. According to reports, he is the one that Tim is desperate to get in the summer. The 26-year-old centre-back, currently obviously plying his trade in Fulham. 6'5" colossus. Clearly centre-half's an area we need to look at. Clearly. Reports came out yesterday that Naif wants out now. He's done. He's gone. He wants to go in the summer. I think we'll try and keep him until see what happens with the first team coach, to be honest. I think actually the right coach under him. I mean, he ain't a shit player at all. He helped get his side to, a World Cup semi-final. But he doesn't work under the way David Moyes plays. And I think we need probably also, Kurt Zuma's coming to the end of his usefulness. Bono won't be around. I don't think at the moment for me, Caden Casey. We'll get rid of Louise Al's going. Someone like Briggsy. Michael Briggs could be a good one. Comes through. He's a really tough, tackling, loud, brash, sort of Northern Ireland defender. He could be a good one. I think Caden's maybe a bit too nice. I don't know. I'm just seeing what I've seen. But it does seem we need a strong centre-half. Ideally, I would still suggest Premier League proven if we can get it, to be honest, because in terms of being adaptable, because we need to get a lot of players in, get rid of some players and get them up and running straight away. And apparently Steinen is making Tosin one of his main priorities in terms of signing him. We were linked to him before when he was at Man City, before he went to Fulham. We were still linked to him when he was at Fulham as well. Good player. Back in 2016, when he was playing for Man City, Pep Guardiola, have you heard of him? He raved about the 19-year-old and suggested he fully expected him to play for the first team. But people move, new players come in. It never really worked out for him. But absolutely colossus of a man. Obviously good for set pieces as well. He played all right on the ball at the floor. I thought he played all right when he came to the London Stadium when I've seen him play there. I will be all for that. All for that, definitely. And particularly, I think he's coming to the end of I believe he's out of contract in the summer. I believe so, or possibly, or he's very close to coming. So he might be a little bit cheaper, like the budgie. Cheap, like the budgie. Or maybe even a free transfer. I know it's not free, but you know what I mean. So we'll keep an eye on that one. I think I fancy that one. I think I do. I think that'd be a good one. Another player we've been potentially linked with, thanks to his agent, is Dennis. Dennis the Menace. Dennis Dragos. I'm sure you know about him, the Romanian striker. Need we say more? Need we say more? But according to his agent, he has a good chance of securing a summer move to the Premier League, with the likes of West Ham and Crystal Palace being described as a sensible destination for Dennis. Now, the guy who was he the same agent as Raju Drugger from Tottenham? I think he is. But anyway, so Dennis is a 7-time capped Romanian international, and he is currently on loan at Gaziantep. His current club is Standard Liège, and he's on loan. Now, in terms of, he said Dragos plays well. I always talk to him. I want to collaborate with him. I want to help him, and I want to bring him to England. He has Premier League value. We're not talking about a top 5 club. We're talking about a West Ham or a Crystal Palace. We've had a few discussions. He was also close to Stoke City before going to Gaziantep. That's the way he prepares and how he plays. He has a chance. He plays well in Europe. The chances are high. He's likely to be in the Euro 2024 squad for Romania. He scored 13 goals in all competitions and 11 in the Turkish Superliga, who obviously Gaziantep are part of. It makes sense. So he's already sort of apparently having the most prolific campaign of his world-travelled career so far for the 24-year-old. It remains to be seen if there's any interest in the 6-foot Budapest-born centre-forward. But who knows? We know that we've been looking at sort of similar sized centre halves. Pavlidis from AZ Alkmaar we looked at in the summer. So they're already bigging up. They're already bigging up their players for the summer, which I fully endorse. Why not? Obviously, we've got the Euros as well, so they want to get all their players in the shop window. And lastly, a guy we've been linked again, another guy we've been linked with quite regularly, actually, is the Portuguese playmaker from Sporting Lisbon, Pedro Gonzalez. And apparently, West Ham are reportedly, according to reports, eyeing a summer swoop for him as they look to bolster their attacking options in the summer. The 25-year-old Portuguese winger has been absolutely mustard for Sporting Lisbon this season, contributing 15 goals and 14 assists in 39 appearances. That's 29 goal contributions in 39. More than one every two. Yeah, almost one and a bit a game. He's got versatility. So for within a developing squad, which we may well have players coming and going potentially, like Paqueta'S maybe going. Obviously, he can play through the middle. He can play an advanced role. He can play an advanced attacking role. He can play on the wing, either flanks. He's perfect for that sort of 3 at the moment. Bowen, Kudus, and a Paqueta'S at the moment. If Paqueta'S moves on, someone like Pedro coming in, very, very exciting front 3, very dynamic, very quick as well. He did have, you may well remember him from his time at Wolves. He had quite an unsuccessful period. Didn't really make the grade, and then was loaned back to Portuguese side FC Flamengo or something like that before making a permanent move to Sporting Lisbon. Since then, he's thrived and established himself as a key player for both club and country. And obviously, impressive form has attracted the likes of several top clubs. Unsurprisingly, someone like Liverpool also interested in him, and they were interested in him apparently back in January. If we're led to believe Ruben Amorim is one of the players one of the managers who's on the shortlist for the Liverpool job. He is obviously Sporting Lisbon's manager. He may decide to take him as well. As I said, for me, it could be a very good replacement for a Lucas Paqueta, for example. I know we've been linked with several others. We've been linked with Genoa's Good Johnson as well, Goodmanson rather. So it looks like we're sort of lining our ducks up for that move for Paqueta in the summer anyway, which I'm sure we're more than aware of. He does have 3 years left in his contract, though, so we'd have to pay a decent fee to acquire his services, but then we're going to get a decent fee for Lucas Paqueta. And indeed, you know, we've just had the new, what we believe to be the new sort of financial guidelines for next season. We're in a decent position, not great, not bad. You know, we've been quite frugal with it's to do. I'm sure Holly might do a show about it today. If not, then maybe I'll do a show about it later on, maybe next week when it's the international break. But we have a bit of wiggle room, particularly this year. We're posting a significant profit with the Declan Rice sale, with winning the conference, with being in Europa League as well, the money that generates. And in terms of that to wages, we should be in a decent position. But anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. Something a bit different. Not talking about David Moyes. I'm looking ahead. I'm looking ahead into the summer. That's what we're led to be believed. We got, you know, keeping on this track until May, hopefully June, and then that's it. We go in a new direction, possibly. Even if Moyes does stay, he will have a new direction because he'll have to go with the Tim Steidten way. So it's good to see the types of players we've been linked with. What I like about them is the 25, 26 are good ages. Maybe someone like Pedro, maybe is just on, you know, the cusp of, you know, I think we were looking at some players a lot younger than him as well, 19, 20-year-olds who we can get for a reasonably cheap sum and then make to look a profit of that later date. But for someone like replacing Paqueta, you would need someone of considerable value to make that jump, that's for sure. So it'd be interesting to see. As I said, maybe next week I'll do a bit of a roundup because we've been linked with so many players. We haven't spoken about them really because it's been dominated by David Moyes and all the games and stuff like that. So we'll also have some really cool, hopefully, over the next 2 weeks, some really good ex-players as well coming on as well, and some other guests as well. So keep an eye on the channel. The only way you don't miss anything is by making sure you subscribe to the channel, hitting the bell notification. And maybe if you want to support the channel another way, obviously subscription is free, completely free. Giving a like is completely free. Giving a comment is completely free. About 50% of you watching now aren't subscribers. So if you could be a subscriber, it bumps us up a little bit. So much appreciated. If you want to support the channel any other way, there's a join button down there. And you can become a channel member and be automatically entered into all of our draws every month. We give you guys opportunity to win. Sign. I mean, last month we gave away a signed shirt. Hasn't been claimed yet. We'll make another announcement about that. We did a signed football. We do that every month, pretty much. So there's some signed stuff every month. Might not be a shirt every month. Might be, you know, some pictures or notebooks or whatever. But it's all signed. And until next time, take care. Stay safe. Stay warm. Stay humble. Keep the faith, my friends. Come on, you bloody eyes. See you later, potato. In a while, crocodile.